Hi guys, welcome back to Coding 101, and in this video we will be talking about decisions. So decisions are basically a way to run specific code based on specific conditions. So let's just give an example. Let's create a variable called temp, and then I'm going to set it to 43, for example. And you might want to print a text and just say something like it is too hot, right? You want to print this text, but you want to print this text only if temp is greater than 43 or temp is greater than 45. So what you would do is you would type in if and then a condition. In this case, temp is greater than 45. Let's just put that. And then a colon. And whatever follows this statement here, you can just have to indent it. Indent means you just hit the tab key, it will move 4 spaces depending on your indentation space, and this would be your decision block. So whatever lines that follow this if statement here, it will run. So you can have another line here, but it needs to be indented. So if you have something like the next line that is not indented, this will run regardless, right? This will not be considered part of the if statement. So what happens here is if this condition is satisfied, which means if this evaluates to true, it will run this line here, print it is too hot. So let's just run this code here. So as you can see, it only runs this line at line 7 because this condition was not met. So let's change this to 55, right? And we'll run that. There you go. You have both of the lines printed. So basically, this gives you a way to run specific code to set if a specific condition is satisfied. So another thing I would like to show you is we have this if statement here. Then we want something called an else if statement. So if this condition is not satisfied, what if we have another condition and we want to run another piece of code? So you will do an else if block. In Python, it's spelled ELIF. So this stands for else if. And we do the same thing. Maybe temp is less than, I don't know, we'll say 25 colon, and then let's just remove this line here. We'll say print it is too cold, right? So we run this code before and it only printed this line, it is too hot, because it satisfies this condition. But what if we change it to 15, right? And we'll run this. So you'll say here it will print it is too cold. You can also do an if statement. It will also work that way. But if you want basically things to be associated with each other, you might want for it to make it easier for people to understand, you can just use an else if loop. So the last if statement I want to show you is the else statement. So the else statement basically is your base case. So if all conditions fail, what do you want to do? So we can do let's just say print, and it is just right. That is, so if it's greater, I'm gonna say if it's greater or equal to 45, and it's less than equal to, 25. I'm gonna do that. Maybe I'm going to, yeah, this way. So if it's greater than 45 or it's less than or equal to 25, you print this. And then if all else fails, you will run this this statement. So whatever condition is, if both of these fails, it will always run this line. So how do we satisfy that? We'll just put something like 36 and we'll run that. There you go, it is just right. So we've just introduced you to the if statement and the else if statement and the else statement. So this is how you create decisions. And I think I'm going to end this video right here. And in the next video, we're going to talk about loops. So stay tuned and I'll see you then, guys.